Hello, welcome to the class of Cybersecurity Foundation. So in this class we are going to discuss about the securities. So in this class we will discuss physical securities, network securities and the endpoint securities. So let's start with what is a security. So security is a protection of person, building, organization or country against the threats or the attacks. So it applies to any vulnerable and the valuable assets. So the security in the IT is the defense of digital data and IT assets against internal and external malicious and accidental threats. And the defense include detection, prevention and response to threats by using various security policies, software tools and IT services. So here the type of security that are used to harden the network system and organizations are physical security, network security and the endpoint security. So let's discuss about these one by one. First is physical security. So physical security is the protection of personal hardware, software, networks and data from physical action. So it includes protection from fire, flood, natural disasters, theft, vandalism and the terrorism. So the physical securities is obtained by two processes: access control. First one is the access control and second one is monitoring by surveillance and testing. So first one is the access control. So the step for prevention and controlling access to physical resources are lock the doors of network closet or equipment rooms and giving the access keys and the cards to the trustworthy staff. Second one is locking front doors of institutions or enterprise to prevent tailgating. So here what is a tailgating? So tailgating is a technique is an attack in which occurs when an attackers try to enter the secured open door by means when an authorized user punch their cards to open the secure door. And attacker take the advantage of the open doors and enter into the enterprise or organization without authorizing himself or herself. So to prevent tailgating, security guards are hired to secure the organization. And second, we can use the man trap system to prevent the tailgating. So here the man trap is an entryway having two successive locked doors and a small space between them. So it provides one-way entry or exit. So after entering first door by punching card, the second door cannot open until the first door closed or secured. So access to the second door is also given by using the password and the keys. So here the unauthorized users remain trapped until they are approved for the entry. So this is the man trap system. Third one is using biometric authorization for opening a door or getting access to any physical resources such as fingerprint readers, facial recognition, cameras and voice analyzer, etc. Second is the monitoring by surveillance and testing. So the authorized people are kept under surveillance to prevent insider threats. So the monitoring is done using video surveillance of facilities and the assets. So two type of video surveillance is used. First one is CCTV, that is closed circuit television, and second one is IP cameras. So here what is the difference between the closed circuit television and the IP cameras? CCTV is an analog camera, whereas IP camera is the digital camera. And CCTVs cannot be accessed from anywhere by the mobile applications, whereas the IP cameras can be accessed from anywhere by the mobile applications. First, the CCTV cameras don't have the good quality, video quality, whereas the IP cameras have a good video quality. So this is the difference between these two, CCTV and the IP cameras. So next is the network security. So what is network security? So network security is a specialized field in networking that include protection of computer network infrastructure. So it consists of policies and practices adapted to prevent and monitor unauthorized access, misuse, modification of computer network and network resources. So the network securities are designed to protect the usability and integrity of the network and data. And it includes both hardware and software technologies. So here The steps involved in providing security to the computer networks are: first one is securing and controlling user account by using the username and the strong passwords. Second one is installation of edge devices which work with the coordination of other devices and controller. So here what is the edge devices? So edge devices are the devices which is used to simplify and standardize these security systems. The edge devices keep a local copy of the database and make their own decision about whether to open the door or not. Third step is using posture validation approach. So in this, a node or device is verified on certain conditions before it is allowed to connect to a network. So here the posture validation approach, it includes checking things like type and version of the anti-malware, quality of services, type, version of the operating system. Fourth step is installing query agents such as persistent agent and the non-persistent agent. So here querying agent are the agents which answer the posture validation queries. So in persistent agent, these are the small scanning programs that are installed and run every time when the computer boots up, whereas the non-persistent agents are the small agents that only scan the queried conditions. The last one is testing guest or the quarantines network. So here the quarantine network is an unsecured network which wants to get access to the organization network remotely. So these are the steps which can be used to protect the computer network from the outsider threats or the attacks. Last one is the endpoint security. So the endpoint, the security that are used at the endpoints like at the computers or the mobile phones. So here it is a security which apply to endpoint devices such as computer, mobile phones, etc., which communicate with other devices on a network. So here endpoint security on the network includes client and the servers that sends or receive data, services or the application. So it is a process of securing individual computer or the devices. So the techniques which are used to secure the endpoint devices are: first one is malware and the anti-malwares. Second one is using strong password at the endpoint. So let's discuss about the malwares and the anti-malwares. So the prevention of endpoints can be done by using the anti-malwares. So whenever a malware attack occurs at the end devices, then the systems become slow, application crashes out, or the web browser open unwanted website. So to deal with such malware attacks, we have to perform these tasks. First one, we have to install the anti-malware program. Second one, provide the training to the user how to prevent the occurrence of attack, and if the attack occur, how to deal with it. And third one is patching and updating should be done properly of the system. So this is all about the security. Thank you.